It's JC at Motorcycle Superstore with an actual product review on the Alpinestars No Stop Trials boots. I've been wearing these myself, so I've got a good idea of what they can and can't do on a trials bike. Basically, you see a white option here, also available in black. Sizing is I wear a size 11, and these were spot on at size 11, so I feel they're pretty accurate there. The construction of this is injection molded polyurethane on the front. So these shields are a hard material. They're great at protecting your shins. You also have a spine on the back as well. My bike's a left side kick, so my foot slips off constantly, and I can attest that this thing will keep your shin from getting dinged up. So it works very well in that regard. The 3-buckle system works well also. They're not too hard to get into place. The memory on them is great. You don't have to adjust them. I've only adjusted mine when I change out my knee braces for one reason or another. The top buckle is reversed, so it holds the buckle portion farther forward on the shin. That's good to keep it out of harm's way. If you're scraping against a rut or if you kick it against some kind of an obstacle, it's a little bit more out of the way, but these are very durable buckles. The comfort on this is extremely, extremely high. I really like wearing this boot. The interior of it has a synthetic material, so it's been great against resisting mildew. It doesn't stink. It's never gotten funky over time. The synthetic is great. Also, you'll find on the inside that there are high density padded inserts on the ankles. So on the outside and the inside, that's those bones on your ankles that really protects it, and it adds a lot of stability. With the 3-buckle system, those pads, you got a steel shank in the sole. There's quite a bit of stability in this boot, despite the fact that it's extremely flexible. Now that's mandatory for a trials bike because you got to be in all kinds of weird positions. So it's really flexible, really comfortable, and at the same time gives you the support that's needed for doing some of those bigger drops and harder maneuvers. The sole of this thing provides a lot of traction. You got these deep, deep lugs, which can actually get hung up on the pegs at times, but once you get used to riding with them, that happens less and less. They're awesome for walking around. If you need to put a foot plant down, lots of grip, whether it's dirt or dry rocks, concrete like this, or wet rocks as well. Lots of grip in the wet. However, that brings me to the next point, which is the water retention, or it does not keep the water out. It really lets it into the boot. So I thought they'd be a little better considering how often trials guys are in creek beds or puddles. If you ride in marshy areas, really think about that, because this neoprene gaiter doesn't do a whole lot to keep water out. So I have noticed that my feet get wet very easily in these boots. The only other downside to these is that they wear out pretty quick. I ride trials secondarily. It's not my primary motorcycle form. I'm not an expert. I'm not training every day, but they still wear out pretty quick. So for a $high boot, I'd like to see them last a little longer, but like I said, the comfort and the performance is absolutely there. I would buy another set. So for what it's worth, even though they wear out a little bit, for my type of riding and where I ride, these things work really well. One thing that I will say is I've actually started using them off of the trials bike as well. So they're great for ATV riding, they're great for dual sport riding, or like a trail maintenance day if you're going to be off the bike walking around. They're so flexible and so comfortable to walk in that they're good for more than just trial stuff. But purely as a trials boot, I still like them and have been pretty much happy with them all around. So take that into consideration. There's some other reviews on motorcyclesuperstore.com. You can see customers who have purchased this and their thoughts as well. I'm JC, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe at Motorcycle Superstore's YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.